Hello, friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another episode of live session on our channel where we love to answer your queries and questions. And it's a Saturday, of course, and every Saturday between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. we connect together in order to help you understand the concepts much better and much easier. So today we'll be looking forward again to your questions and queries, what you might be interested in, and just make sure that you put it across on the Dropbox. And I'm here to respond to your queries and answer them well. So make use of this opportunity when we are connecting together in order to answer your questions. Just drop your queries and quick questions, what you may have related to any certification or any particular testing related concepts. Just make sure that you put it across, and I'm here to respond to those queries and answer you well. So as usual, we'll be here for an hour's time. Looking forward to respond to your queries. Right now, we are just getting started, and we will just look forward to your quick questions and queries if you have one to share with us. And I would definitely pick it up from your chat box and respond to your queries and help you understand the concepts much better. So I think this is one of the initiatives which our channel has about answering your questions over the weekend. That is every Saturday between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And you can make most out of this opportunity by asking your questions and getting it clarified. So make sure that you make a note of this session. Every Saturday, we connect to respond to your queries and help you understand things much better in order to pass your certification or if you need any other help. All right, the very first comment coming in today is from Shife. Hello, wrote my exam as promised. I have an update. I got 90% for my exam. Congratulations, Shife. That's really a good news. And thank you so much for coming back and letting us know that how was your examination. And that's a really good score if you have got 90% in your certification at foundation level. That's really interesting. And I would like to wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. Just make sure that you let me know if you need any further help or assistance in any future aspects. I'm definitely here always to assist you and help you with your further preparations. So congratulations once again, Sife, about your certification on the success of ISTQB Foundation. Yes, team, anyone else looking forward to any other questions, or you have got some kind of suggestions, feedback, we are open to that. And this session is exclusively to listen to your quick queries and questions which you may have at any point of time. And I'm looking forward to respond to you as much as possible. All right, CP also says that she's looking forward to testing videos. I would definitely look forward to that. That is from security testing. So maybe we will be having a poll once we complete the test manager certification, and definitely you can vote for that and get a lot of votes for the same. So I can definitely assist you with the videos and tutorials. All right, thank you so much. So yes, Beam, I think we don't have much of the people quickly joining in, so we will just look forward to people to quickly join us. And as they are here, we would definitely talk to them and see what questions and queries they may have in order to ask us a quick question here. Also to update, we are ongoing with the ISTQB Foundations session today and tomorrow as promised. We planned for this public session today, and we are looking for having the 2 day session going on today. So if in case you might be interested for one, I would let you know the dates for the upcoming session for the next batch. And if you are interested, you can definitely explore more about the same. So here, let me just see, meanwhile, if I've got some pending questions from the chat box. All right, as usual, I have got a lot of great comments. I think most of the comments are about the status update on the examination, and a lot of people have cleared their examination this week as well. I would like to wish all of them a great congratulations for achieving the success. Of course, there are a few of them from foundation, and some of them are from the advanced level. And I wish all of them a very hearty congratulations on the success, and wish them all the best for all their future endeavors. We have also another person, Pramod, coming in. Hello, sir. Nice to connect with you. It's all my pleasure, Pramod. Should you have anything about any questions related to testing or ISTQB certifications, you are free to make use of this forum where we connect live to answer your questions. So if there are anything, just let me know, and I would definitely be more happy to connect with you as well. So yes, team, just make sure this is an opportunity where you are getting a chance to get your doubts clarified for no cost involved. And of course, having a great set of tutorials on my channel. So far, we have created tutorials for a lot many certifications. And we are right now at the advanced level test manager certification, which is ongoing. And you have great resources, and people has appreciated those tutorials as well. And we're trying to cater as much as possible in order to prepare well for your certification. So just make sure that if you have got any queries, any doubts, any clarification which you would like me to answer, I would love to answer them during this live session. So just drop me your question and I'm here to respond to it. All right, we have got second question from Pramod. I have one query for booking the exam. I booked the ISTQB Foundation exam on 24th Feb, and but not getting any email for online exam. Not sure that why exactly it is. If in case you have booked the exam through ITB, you can go to their contact page and reach out to the contact number and give them a call directly instead of waiting for the email. And ask them for the status and say this is a kind of urgent requirement, and you have to write the exam to get certified quickly, and you have to submit as a part of your job role. So they may push your application faster. Generally, it happens when we have a huge set of applications for people applying on the foundation level. But I think it's 24th, then 4 days and 4 days here. Yeah, it's long time. Generally, they wait for 3 to 4 days to respond, but I think now it's more than 10 days or something. So you can always give them a call from the contact us page of the ITB. If in case you are applying for ITB, then please reach out to them, give them a call, and let them know that it is very important for you to go ahead. Okay. All right. We also have Kanad coming in. Kanad, hello, good evening. Very good evening, Kanad. And as you know, the Kanad is another member of our channel, contributing to the cause of helping the underprivileged kids to get into the education. So thank you so much for being a member, Kanad, and welcome aboard. Thank you for being consistent, for joining into the live sessions and sharing your contributions to the live session. I really appreciate that. All right, slowly we are getting a hit on the counts and people are joining in. If in case you have got a question, please put it here, and be it related to anything in testing or any certification of ISTQB. Whatever your question may be, please drop that on the chat box. As far as I'm aware of it, I'll definitely love to answer that. If in case I'm not aware, I'll provide you necessary details which can help you to get into the details of that. So yeah, looking forward to your quick queries, which you can actually respond, and you can ask your question too. And also, at any point of time, if you think you have got a better suggestions and feedback to improve the channel and content, please feel free to let us know, because I'll be the one who will be taking care of it. And if I've got a really interesting input from your end, and I think that is going to help many others, I would love to consider that request and implement it so that it can benefit you as well as many others. So we are open to accept any feedback, suggestions on the channel as well from all of you through this live session. So make sure that you can share anything, whatever you've got with you. Also, a quick announcement as on now, we have got the new channel that is Testing in Nutshell coming up with the new tutorial or new set of tutorials that is load runner. So if any one of you interested to explore more about the load runners, you can actually follow the tutorials on our channel that is Testing in Nutshell. And here I'm just quickly dropping you a quick link to reach out to that channel. And right now we're getting started with the very first tutorial of our load runner. And the next set of tutorials will contain all the understanding of load runner to be a performance tester. So if in case you are one among them who is interested to be exploring into the load runner, that is performance testing tool, you can definitely explore on this channel. And we have just started. So we got very first introduction of load runner, and we got amazing response from a lot of people saying that they are interested to explore on the load runner part. So you can also look forward to that, and you can definitely have a great set of tutorials coming up soon. That right from the next week, and you can explore a lot about the same as a part of the channel. So here's the link of the channel on the chat. If you're interested to follow that, you can follow it, and you can definitely look forward to a lot of tutorials coming up on the load runner and performance testing with a practical exposure. All right, Pramod also says, but exam was on the 2nd March, but nothing, any email from ITB yet. What to do now? Can you help me? What's the exactly book exam? I'm not sure if the exam was on 2. Did you make the payment for it? Because if you have made the payment and you got the date, then you should have been sent an email with the examination details. And that's a serious concern. I think you should talk to the board immediately, because if the exam was scheduled, then you should have got the email for the examination. If it was not, you have to let them, inform them, and not probably like now. You should have done that before the 2nd of March to let them know that you have not received any details about the examination promote. Because once you are done, probably, I don't know how far they are keeping a track of it. So please reach out to them immediately, as early as possible, and speak to them about just what exactly you've got the details, because I'm not sure that exactly happens. Once you're scheduled with the examination, they only give you the details of writing the exam. So maybe you missed some email from them. Please check your inbox, and maybe you are marked as absentee or something. So please call them. Yeah. Okay. So the only way to reach out to them is through the contact us page. There would be numbers of people. You can actually give them a call and let them know about your situation, and they can definitely associate and help you to set up your rescheduling of the exam. Please do that, because I think this is my first query which I'm getting so far in my corporate world life, that somebody is saying that the exam was scheduled but they didn't got any mail for the examination. So please check with them, instead of waiting any further. Okay, so you can actually give them a call and check with them once. All right, anyone else is looking for any of the questions, you're free to utilize this opportunity where I'm here live with all of you and responding to your queries. So make sure that you just drop me a quick chat, and I would love to respond to all your queries, whatever you may have regarding testing or certifications of ISTQB, be it a foundation certification or advanced level certification. I'm here to respond to all your queries. Just feel free to drop it on the chat box, and I'll pick it up and respond to that. Okay, so this live session is exclusively to answer your questions, nothing else. It's just that if you have got any specific announcements to make, we would make that announcement. Otherwise, we just love to answer your questions. And this schedule is for an hour's time, and I think we are close to exhaustion of the 15 minutes of our time. And we have got really some good queries and good news as well, that some of you have passed the examination. So looking forward to any other more people who are interested to ask any other questions to get clarified with. If in case after the quarter past an hour, we if in case we do not have any questions, we will look forward to the countdown of 5 minutes. And if there are no questions coming up, we would like to call up the session, because we understand that people are busy and probably they do not have any questions. We would not like to create a silent, empty session for a long time. So if there are no questions coming up, we would like to call off the session and continue next weekend on Saturday again. But yeah, for that, we have a countdown of 5 minutes. If we don't have any queries coming up in 5 minutes, we will close the session. Okay, Pradom says, thank you so much. Can you please make one video for how to book ISTQB Foundation exam? Exactly the process. I think, yeah, that's really good thing. I think that's a nice suggestion. But as far as I don't have to make the payment for a particular exam, I can do that. So let me just check it out, because generally there's a registration process which happens in the beginning where you have to create an account. And after signing into the account, you will have a confirmation email. And with that confirmation email, you will have a payment link which you can make the payment for. And then after that, you get an email directly from them. So there's actually not much to be shared as a part of tutorial, but of course, theoretical exposure can be really good. And I can create a video on that. Sure. Thank you so much, Pramod, for giving that input. I would love to take it ahead and get into that and prepare one of the tutorials for that. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, Kenneth has a question from testing perspective. Can we use Ansible for automation of any scenario, like perform some operation on any resource on cloud provider? Not sure. As far as Ansible is concerned, I'm not sure about that, because I probably have used many tools, but Ansible was not one of the languages in those tools. Though even if you have cloud computing, we make use of Seleniums to automate such resources, and Selenium can very well adopt that and make use of it. And the other is that there are many other common languages, including Python and Java and shell scripting and Ruby on Rails, as well as VB script, which is slightly getting outdated, but yes, that's another language which can be a real use for automation. But not exactly sure about Ansible, because it might be possible that I have not used any tool which might be making Ansible or making use of Ansible for creating that automation script. But if there's a possibility, I would definitely love to check on that, and I will revert back to you probably next weekend and see that if there is a scope for them. Okay. Okay, Pramod says there's no single video on YouTube for registration of the exam. Thank you so much for your help. Sure. As it is, you have asked to me, I would definitely love to include that, and we'll create a tutorial on that. So yeah, I do understand this could be one of the important thing what my audience will be looking at. Not everyone is quite familiar with the process, and once they have some idea, it generally becomes quite simple and easy for anyone to follow the instructions and be aware of it. So I would definitely create that probably next week. You will have one video on that. Thank you so much for that input, Pramod. All right, Kenneth says thank you for your view on this. Thank you so much, Kenneth, for asking a question there. And yeah, I have to look into this to identify that if there is a tool available in the market which makes use of Ansible as a scripting language for automation. So I've got some action items for me to work on the next week. All right, so yes, there are anyone people looking at for any other questions, you are free to make use of this opportunity and ask your questions and get clarified with any of your questions, any of your doubts which you may have. And I'm here to respond to them and help you understand things better, the concepts better. And of course, if in case there's anything related to the subject matter that is of testing, or anything related to the career path, or any particular topic or concept which you might be interested in, I'm here to respond to that and help you understand better. Okay, so I don't think we are having much questions coming up today, and very low count of people joining in the live session as well. So we will just see for some more time. And if there are no questions, we will be calling off the session for the day. All right, we get it immediately. The next question here from Vinayak. How much experience you would suggest is required for senior test engineer to go for test analyst certification, and how it would help in career to advance? All right, Vinayak, when it comes to test analyst, being certified with that, you don't really have anything specific in terms of like as a criteria. You do have some criteria that if you are a graduate, you just need 1.5 years of experience to apply for an advanced level certification in between your, after the foundation. So it's not that after writing the foundation, you should have 1.5 years of experience. The total career, whatever you may have, at least it must be 18 months to get certified with test analyst. By looking at that criteria, it does not say that you have to be qualified in terms of like being a very senior resource. But as you mentioned that you are a senior test engineer, I don't think you need anything else. No matter you have 4 years of experience or 5 years of experience, you can go ahead and look forward to the test analyst certification. And regarding the experience, it has nothing much to do with your real-time implementations. You might be working on any particular domain, any particular practices, but here it is quite more generic, and it talks about the test process in general. It talks about a lot of techniques to be applied in order to implement it. But there are few things like how exactly risk analysis should be conducted, and what kind of techniques can be applied at what point of time. How do you manage certain things from the test management point of view, and a lot of other things which basically acts from a generic point of understanding. So as far as you saying that you are a senior test engineer, you probably don't need anything beyond. If you're foundation certified, you can look forward to be test analyst certified with a preparation on the syllabus. Second, when you ask me about how exactly this certification will add value, certification will basically acknowledge that you are aware of these concepts which are covered as a part of the syllabus, because syllabus covers a lot many things at the advanced level and basically assures you that you are aware of it. And a lot of organization today, generally for the organization who are in India and working forward to cater a lot of international clients, they have a criteria that someone who is looking forward to be a senior test engineer must be test analyst certified. So that's where this profile will add more value to your portfolio. And once you are certified, you can definitely be a nominated candidate for that position. And company definitely prefer a lot of certified people to be a part of their organization as to showcase that profile to global organizations. Because when you move out of India, it is a criteria in a lot of countries to get qualified to get a job. So it will really add a lot of value being certified with test analyst. But otherwise, not only that, it will definitely help you understand a lot of advanced level things which can be applied back in your organization with ideas on improvement, making use of custom built tools, or many other things like how exactly automation can be implemented in a much better way, what kind of tools can be selected for certain activities, and what scope do you have in terms of conducting the reviews, making use of checklist. So a lot of concepts are there which will enhance your skills and add more value to your portfolio. So certification always add value, that is anyways understood. But of course, this certification will bring a lot of renovation in your portfolio to add more value to it. Okay. So I hope I have met your expectations there. If you have anything else, feel free to let me know. All right. So we have another question coming in from Pramod. Can you please share the link for booking the exam here? Okay. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to open that page for you, and we'll share that. So that's ISTQB.in. And in that we have got foundation, and you have enrollment. So this is the link, Pramod. If you are interested, you can just click this link, and this will take you to the registration page of ISTQB Foundation, where you need to provide registration details. If you are already a registered candidate, you can actually make use of login and use your email ID and password to log in into that. And once you log in, you can see your dashboard. So this is how the basic application is all about. And you can go ahead with the registration. Okay. All right, Vinayak says, thanks for the brief explanation. Always welcome, Vinayak. There is no limit to any particular question as far as it is related to the concepts. I could definitely answer it more detailed. And as far as it is required for anyone to understand that pathway, I would love to share them with the resources and information. All right, so slowly we see the count is getting increased. We have got a few more people added with our live session, and thank you so much, team, for joining in. I welcome everyone aboard. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. This session is about answering your questions related to testing or, in fact, certification. So if you have got any questions with you, just feel free to drop them on the chat box, and I'm here to respond to your queries as much as possible. All right, there's another question coming from Chaitanya. Chaitanya, are there any online sample exams for test manager? I think that's a repeated question a lot of times, which I get. Generally, for advanced level certifications, you do not get much sample and mock papers because ISTQB officially does not release any of their papers except the one which is available in the website. Okay, there's only one sample paper which you can find on the istqb.org official website of ISTQB. And other than that, you will not find any other paper because it's very difficult for any individual to create a scenario or create a mock paper because it has 65 scenario based questions and it has to be answerable for 3.5 minutes, oh, sorry, 3.5 hours of time. And for someone to create that paper would take a lot of time and that experience which is required to create that paper as per the standard. That means it should meet the expectation of the guidelines of the ISTQB. So as far as any individual is concerned, I don't think that will be feasible enough, including me, to create a mock paper for anything like examination like advanced level. But foundation, as it is very simple and straightforward, a lot of people has reproduced the questions which they saw during their examination. That's how you find a lot of sample questions and sample papers for ISTQB foundation. But moving ahead after the foundation, the count of sample papers will go down because the complexity increases and reproducing those questions is highly impossible because they have different scenarios every time and scenarios cannot be replicated because you cannot remember everything about a scenario. And in case you create some sample papers like that, which is incomplete or improper information, people will have definitely no guidance to write the examination. So I'm so sorry to say, but you do not find any sample examinations for the advanced levels in any source. So if there are any sources, that would only have one sample paper which is available already on istqb.org. Okay. With that, I would like to wish you all the very best for your examination as well. Okay. So let me know if you have got any questions while preparation, and I'm here to assist you. Anyways, we are going through the test manager series of tutorials right now. So if you can refer that and let me know. Okay, thank you, Vinayak. I think you just asked me for the same question, but I already answered that. So thank you so much for this. All right, we have got someone called as Agyad. Okay, I don't think if that's really a name or I'm pronouncing it wrong. First of all, thank you very much for all your efforts you are putting in this channel. My question, what is the difference between test analyst and technical test analyst? And which one would you suggest? All right, so let me first tell you the difference. I think the second question will be automatically answered. It's not about my suggestion. It's not about the ISTQB suggestion. Let me tell you the basic difference between test analyst and technical test analyst is that the outline. If you remember from foundation, we understood about functional and non-functional testing, where functional talks about the basic levels of testing like unit testing, integration testing, system testing, acceptance testing. But when it comes to non-functional, we talk about performance, security, reliability, maintainability, suitability, interoperability, portability. So there are a lot of such levels. Now, test analyst is a lead of functional testing team. Okay, test analyst is a lead of functional testing team, whereas technical test analyst is the lead of non-functional team. Okay, so if in case you have been working as a functional tester for a long time, you can look forward to be test analyst certified. And if in case you have spent lots of your time in your career doing non-functional testing, Be it any of the non-functional testing, the technical test analyst is for you. Now, the difference will be from the technique point of view as well. In test analyst syllabus, you will cover the same techniques what you covered in foundation and extension to that by adding more techniques. But in the technical test analyst, you will learn more from the white box testing approaches or white box testing techniques like what is statement coverage, what is decision coverage, what is MCDC, modified condition decision coverage, what is path testing, what is API testing. So this all goes from the non-functional point of view. So the syllabus is completely divided into two parts. That if you are a functional tester and looking forward to be an analyst of that, you go with test analyst. If you are a non-functional tester and looking forward to be an analyst of that, you can go for technical test analyst. And I think now you get your answer for the second question, that there's no specific suggestion. It all depends on your past career and past path, what you have followed. So if you are from functional, go for test analyst. If you are from non-functional, go for the technical test analyst. Okay, so I hope I have answered your question there. If you have anything else to ask, feel free to let me know. I'm here to add more value to that. All right, you're welcome. I'm always there to assist you. Just feel free to let me know whenever you get stuck with anything. I'm always here to assist you and respond to your queries. Yes, team. Anyone else looking forward to any other questions? If you may have with you, just omit it here, put it on the chat box, and let's discuss with among all other peoples who have who are here. All right. So Krishna also asked me, is there any wait time for advanced test manager exam? If let's say you fail the exam at the first attempt, I think you have a duration of around 22 or 20 days of time to reattempt it. So you will have the time given to you. And in India, I think we conduct test manager certifications once 2 months. Okay, once in 2 months. So I think that will be a wait time, and that will be decent enough to actually prepare well and go for the second attempt. Because just in a month time or something, if you want to go for that, will be difficult. So public examinations for advanced level will be conducted once in 2 months, and they will have dedicated dates announced on their website that when is the next exam happening. So you can actually prepare meanwhile and appear for that. So if in case you have you want to make a reattempt on the ISTQB test manager certification, you have to look forward to the dates on the web page that when the next public examination is happening on the ISTQB test manager certification. Okay, so that completely goes with those dates. Okay, Krishna, right. We have got another question from Vinayak. For advanced level exams, are there any questions based foundation level syllabus? Are there any questions based on foundation level syllabus? Is it required to go through foundation level once again? It's not mandatory. It's not mandatory that you should go through the foundation level once again. But what I would recommend rather other way around here is, while you're going through the test analyst certification and tutorials, and you uh, see me, you see me saying that in foundation we have already covered this, or in foundation we understood this. So say for example, I take a technique like equivalence partition. So we have advanced level equivalence partition scenarios in test analyst. So in case you have forgotten the basic concepts of that, then you can quickly go to the foundation, look about it, and then come back to this. All right. Similarly, if I'm talking about making use of checklists and reviews, so what is a review process? What is a formal review process? What are the phases of it? That is not discussed in test analyst, assuming that you have already passed the foundation and you know already about it. So in case you want to quickly recall something, you can go to the foundation level, look at that video, and come back to this and further continue. So from the point of brushing up your skills and knowledge, you can actually refer the foundation level, but it's not mandatory to go through all the syllabus just like that to prepare for the test analyst. But if you have the knowledge of foundation, you can actually brush up before you start with test analyst. It is actually very good because a lot of memories will be brushed up and you will have a great set of environment setup to prepare well for your test analyst, because a lot of references have been taken from foundation and a lot of topics in advanced level are continuation of foundation. So the base concept will be required in order to continue ahead. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say you at this point of time. But as far as you remember a lot of things, you don't really have to relook at the content. It's just for brushing up so that it can help you remind those things what you covered probably long back. Okay, so Krishna has another question. Generally speaking, could you advise any timeline, like how much time it takes for test manager preparation time, especially considering K levels? Okay, so when it comes to the advanced level preparation, I think I have been creating tutorials since last week of December, and today is the first weekend of the March. And I have created as far as 53 tutorials on each day. Like each day, I create one tutorial on weekdays. So I have taken around 53 days to come up to chapter 4, and we have another two chapters to go ahead. Three chapters to go ahead with small topics. So even if you target each topic, but of course, when you are preparing, you may target two or three topics together. So I would still dedicate a month time to prepare well, because test manager is only the certification which you have in the tree right now, except this expert level, which requires you to be actually a test manager. You should have dealt with those scenarios, those consequences which generally happens in real time, and the examination is completely driven by the real time scenarios. And there are sometimes you will feel that because I've written myself, there is a certification lying right behind. So sometimes you will feel that all the options are correct at this particular point of time or this particular scenario. I can pick any of these answers as correct answer, but of course any two can be the right, or any three can be the right at any point of time out of six. So that's where you need a proper understanding. It's not a content like foundation which you can actually read and omit that in the examination. Here you basically need to be understanding the shoe of a test manager, that who is a test manager, what experience you need to have to be called as a test manager. Okay, so with understanding the learnings and concepts, you actually have to build up that psychology that you are already leading a team of test organization and having a lot of testers under you, and you have already dealt with dealing with certain projects, and you know what to do at what point of time. So that decision making, control actions, monitoring activities, selecting of matrices, all those things comes from that. Okay, so I would still recommend that 1 month of time would be enough to prepare well for the certification and add value to pass this examination. Okay, because it's very easy to fail the test manager certification. Test analyst is still simple, technical test analysis is still okay, but test manager is slightly difficult in terms of getting certified. Okay, so we have actually like no, less passing rate up to 60%, but it's not impossible. I'm not saying that it is not possible. It's just that you have to have a complete dedication of each day for a particular month, that is 30 days, to understand everything. And look at each sample paper again and again. You have one sample paper, look at the sample questions again and again after a break of time, like 1 week or 2 week or something like that. And then prepare yourself that are you really understanding that why are you picking this option? Are you able to really understand that what made you to pick that right option from the scenario? And in case you went wrong, then what was the logic behind it? It's just not about getting it wrong and then getting the right answer from there. It's more important to understand that did you lack something to determine that what went in the scenario? Did you miss any critical information to be understood, and why exactly you went wrong? That is more important. So to be frank, the syllabus is just a kind of guideline to tell you that what all we will be asking you, but in reality in the examination things can be actually as per the real time environment. So nothing will be from syllabus kind of thing. Like you will wonder that yes, I just heard about review, but here they are asking completely a real time situation. So content is only to guide you that what is that we will be expecting from you. But in the examination, things will be exactly as per the real time scenarios, and they will ask you simple questions with limited options. So make sure that you decide yourself that how long will you need to get that confidence to appear for the exam. Okay, because I myself, I think I took around 1.5 months of time, though I was into this consultant's work and I have been solving a lot of test organization issues. So I was already having a lot of exposure, but just to align myself, I never wanted to reattempt because I generally don't have much time to prepare for any examination. So I wanted to give it a go. That's it. If I pass, I pass. If I fail, I fail. I don't have enough time to reappear for it. So that's where I took 1.5 months of time that time to prepare well for the certification, and then I wrote it, and that was actually a great preparation and got the clarity in the first attempt itself. So nothing is impossible. It's just that you have to have that understanding that you are behaving like a test manager. Okay. You are not going to get certified to become a test manager. It's other way around. You have to be a test manager to get certified. Okay. Start thinking and start solving problems like a test manager. Assume that you are in a scenario, assume that you are working in a particular project. This is what is happening. What would you do at this point of time? So ask yourself, create your own scenarios and judge that how far you are going correctly with the situation. All right. So this is how it will help you to prepare well for your certification. Is that okay, Krishna? If you need anything else, I would definitely love to answer that. Yes, team. Anyone else looking forward to any more answers about ISTQB certifications or testing certifications, or be it anything about testing? I'm here to respond to you, help you understand the concepts better, get clarified with your doubts, questions, queries, and I'm here to respond to all of them. All right, we have got another person, Tedor. I wish to thank you because on 2 weeks ago, I passed the ISTQB Foundation level exam thanks to your videos. Congratulations, Tedor. We really have a great news here coming in from you that you have come back and spent some time to let us know that you have passed the examination. So hearty congratulations on the success. I really appreciate your effort on the back end to pass this examination, because I don't get 100% credit for anyone's success on the certification. I just put the 50%. The other 50% is from you. So congratulations and thank you so much for putting that effort, which basically comes back to me in terms of that my videos help you to prepare well. And thank you so much for your valuable feedback. That means not only to me a lot, but many other people across the world a lot of meaning in order to refer these tutorials to prepare well. So thank you so much for being a part of our live session and sharing your results with us, which inspires a lot many other people here. All right, so we have Krishna again. Great. Thank you for your advice. May I know how many hours you invested or one need to invest per day for TM? As far as you're comfortable, that's a more comfortable answer I can give you. That as far as you are able to grasp something, okay, you go for it. It's not a schedule, it's not a plan, it's not a guideline that you should dedicate at least 3 hours, 6 hours. As far as your mind is stable, your mind is free to grasp as much as possible, you can spend it. Okay. So if you think 3 hours are more than enough, because I do understand you will be a working professional and you may not have all the time entire day. That's the reason this question you are asking me. So as far as you think that 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, whatever you think you can actually invest with peace of mind and comfort to learn something, please invest that. And it's not about one time visiting the syllabus. I may ask you to visit the syllabus at least 2 times, because there are a lot of things which you cannot understand in one go. You have to look at it once again or second time to understand that, oh, last time I did not understand this. I probably missed this particular concept to be understood. So we skip when we learn or read something. We actually do not follow everything. So you may be required to revisit the content. So probably I can say you that take up the chapter one, go through it entirely. Then once you're done with this, take up the sample questions from chapter one, try to answer that. Where did you go wrong? Revisit the chapter one, understand it once again. And then again take all the sample questions from chapter one and try to answer that. So that's where you get the perfection in order to answer the questions in the real time. Okay, because that will anyways make you used to that scenario for 2 3 times, but at least you'll get the confidence as you have been through the chapter 2 or 3 times, right? But I think even if you spend 1 hour a day or 2 hour a day, you will take 3 4 days to cover a chapter. That's it. 3 4 days to cover a chapter with 2 times visit. So take your act comfort. If you're having some more time than what I'm saying, please dedicate that, because the more you dedicate your time, you will be more confident and comfortable with this. And this completely depends on you. I have no instructions for this, because everyone has their own, schedule and own time to actually learn something new. And if you ask me today, I am so equipped, so busy that probably I cannot invest time to learn something new, right? So I have to dedicate, my own calendar blocked by me to pick up some dates to prepare for something. All right. So please go ahead with that approach, and it's completely on you. But at least 2 to 3 hours would do, which you are dedicating with peace of mind. If you are any day you don't have enough time to prepare well, then please excuse the learning, because even if you learn, you will not remember that. Okay. So with the peace of mind, whatever you can invest, it is really important. Thank you, and thanks for your videos. Always welcome, Krishna. I This is my job. I'm just putting some of my free time as a hobby on the YouTube to share with all of you. All right, got a lot of questions in between. We have Raghavi. That's a great explanation. Thank you for being a great listener, Raghavi, and that gives you a lot of input as well by listening to others' conversation and people who are asking the questions. So that's the reason I appreciate all my viewers on the live session. That it is not only for you. There are hundreds of people, or I can say thousands of people who will be watching this live session post completion. So a lot of people get their doubts clarified just with your questions. So thank you so much for contributing there. We have coming in Veena Narayan. Veena says, thanks for your effort. Can you please help in getting the sample exam questions for ISTQB Advanced Level Test Manager chapter wise? Sorry to repeat, but of course I answered. I think we have answered this for 3 times, like 3 questions. 3 people asked me this question. We do not have any other sample papers than that a standard sample paper on the istqb.org to prepare for advanced level certifications. Okay, so we have only one sample paper which is standard and available on istqb.org. Other than that, you may not find any source to get a sample paper on Test Manager. Okay, sorry to say, but it's difficult to reproduce. So that's the reason you don't have the sources. Okay, you might have to go with that standard paper which we have online, and just spend more time understanding the concepts rather than looking at the sample paper. All I can say you at this point of time. Sorry about that, but we don't have any sources to help you at this point of time. Okay, we have got Rakibul Hassan says, hello, Neeraj sir. Good evening. Very good evening, Rakibul. I am glad to inform you that I have successfully passed ISTQB CTFL with 80%. I remember you from a long time. And in fact, I was waiting for your update for almost like a month or so, because I remember you have asked me a lot of questions earlier, and it was really consuming a little bit of time from you. But I was waiting for your response, and thank you so much. Much awaited result, because sometimes I remember those impressions when people repeatedly join my live session and ask me good questions. So I remember some of the names. It's not that Rakibul is my neighbor or something. He's just like he has asked very good questions during other live sessions. So I really feel very happy about you, Rakibul, and that's really really great. And in fact, I do remember that you had a problem buying my book in your country. So I'm not sure if you managed to get it somehow or what. But yeah, finally, as far as you have passed the examination, that's really great for me and great for everyone else to share that news. Thank you so much, Rakibul, and I wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. Do let me know if I can help you any further in future as well. Yep. All right, team. That was a great discussion as of now, and think we have got on hold there, and we are another 10 minutes away from our live session to complete. Let me know if you've got any questions, any quick queries, any doubts, any clarifications to be asked before we end up the session today. And I would definitely love to answer them before we sign off. And don't forget that every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. is what we connect Indian Standard Time to answer your questions live here or on channel. So just mark it as a reminder that every day, every Saturday, not every day, every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, I come live on my channel to answer your queries, whatever it may be related to testing or certifications. You're free to ask me any questions. I would definitely love to respond to them before you hit your examination. Okay, there's another one coming in. Rahul Mitra. Hi, how would you rate the toughness of foundation level certification? Do I need to go through any mock test sample papers for the exam? If yes, which one do you suggest? Number one, the toughness compared to what? Because if I compare to the advanced level, this is very easy. Compared to any other certification like tool based, that is not comparable, because tool based are more practical oriented. Foundation is very theoretical. And I can tell you just one thing here, if I understand your query very well. It is the most simplest exam if you know about testing. Okay, it's the most simplest exam in the world about testing if you know already like what is software testing. Even if you don't know and you are following my tutorials on the channel, I'll make you understand what exactly software testing is. But as far as I see your concern here, I assume that you're already working professional and you already have a great knowledge of testing. So I think it should not be challenging at all to you because it is a foundation level certification. Even I have made, okay, I have trained in colleges and people have passed this examination before they could graduate with their engineering or other graduations. That's my record. Okay. So we have trained people in the colleges, academics as a part of it, as they had an elective, and they also opted for ISTQB certification. And all of them have passed the examination, not even being graduated. Okay. Not even in their final semester, they passed this examination. So it is actually very simple for anyone to take up this exam and pass. As far as you are comfortable with the syllabus, you know the syllabus, what it is. Second, do you need to go through any mock test? Yes, of course. Mock test will give you a lot of confidence. If you already think that you have the understanding of syllabus, you know the content, so you can take up some mock tests to check your confidence that how much you really know, how many of you are going right and how many of them are going wrong, which will help you to relook into the content and understand which areas are weak for you and prepare well for that. And that you can actually find on the ISTQB official website, that is istqb.org. Okay, istqb.org is the official website. Go to the section of certification and pick up the foundation level certification and scroll to the bottommost part. You'll find three standard sample papers. Okay, set A, set B, and set C. Try with these mock papers, and if you're able to pass all three of them, you don't need anything else. Just hit the examination. Okay, just hit the examination, and you will have your certification with you. Is that okay, Rahul? If you have anything else, just let me know. Okay, so that's the only trustable source. That's the reason I'm recommending you istqb.org, because all other portals may have invalid questions or out of syllabus questions. So I don't want to get you confused. So please refer to ISTQB official website. Rakibul says, yeah, sir, I'll be connected with you all time, inshallah. All right, thank you so much, Rakibul. Looking forward for anything if you need any help. All right, team, just another 7.5 minutes to go from our live session. If you have anything to talk about, anything to discuss, please share that over the chat box. And I'm here to respond to you and love to answer your questions before we can wind up with the day and the show. All right, Rahul says, thank you so much. This was insightful. Always welcome, Rahul. There's no limit to any queries, so you can always ask me any questions, even in future. As far as you have got a question, just make sure that you join this live session every Saturday and put up your questions to us, and I'll be here to respond to them. Yes, team, quick 7 minutes to go from our session today. Should you have anything else to talk about, anything else to ask me, be it related to anything about testing or any ISTQB certification, foundation or advanced level, please let me know. Just to quickly make another announcement that we are getting started with the sessions on Load Runner, which is a performance testing tool on our channel, Testing in Nutshell. So if you are in case interested to explore about this tool and learn something about ISTQB, or not ISTQB, sorry, the Load Runner certifications and Load Runner knowledge, you can actually make use of this resource on my other channel, that is Testing in Nutshell. Here's a link on the chat box to follow the channel and get to the resources which you want to refer. So of course, there are a lot of good tutorials about Jira, ALM, Agile, and now getting started with Load Runner. So if you want to explore anything about tools, you can definitely make use of this channel and learn a lot about the testing tools. Okay, so we have got another 6 minutes to go from our live session, waiting for your quick queries if in case you have one. If not, we'll be signing off with the day and completing our day at the end of the 6th minute. All right, we've got 4 more minutes to complete from this session. If you've got a question to ask, please go ahead and put it across, and I'm here to assist you well with your queries and respond to them well. All right, team, last few minutes remaining from the live session for today. If you have got a question with you, feel free to drop them on the chat box. I'm here to respond to your queries and help you understand certain concepts much better. If you've got a question about anything related to testing or ISTQB certification, be it any certification, if you have any queries, feel free to drop them on the chat box, and I would love to take them and answer your queries and assist you well with your preparation in order to pass your examination or just get some resolution to your queries and questions about testing and related. We have some few minutes to go from our live session. If there is anyone who is interested to ask any questions about the questions on the ISTQB certification or testing related concepts, you are always free to drop them in the chat box, and I'm here to respond to your queries. As we have just last few minutes to go from our live session, I would accept any quick queries coming up just shortly and respond to that and then close the session. Last 1 minute to go from the session. If you have anything, just feel free to drop them below, and I'm here to respond to your queries and answer them well. All right, team. I think that's the end of our session today. So thank you so much, each and everyone who were a part of today's live session in order to contribute to this live session to make it successful. Because I always appreciate every individual who asked their questions as a part of this live session. Because without your questions, this live session is incomplete and cannot meet the expectations and objective of this initiative. So I would request you all to be a part of this live session every Saturday and put up your questions which you may have regarding the testing or ISTQB certification, and make most of this opportunity, make most out of it by connecting with me and sharing your quick queries and adding value to this. So at any point of time, if you have any questions, you can still drop me a comment offline on any particular video, which I will definitely pick it up and respond to you. But if in case you have something more important to ask, you can always wait for me on Saturdays to connect between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time to answer your queries. So thank you so much, team. As usual, as I mentioned, thank you so much for team watching this particular live session and being contributor to that. So that's all from this particular live session, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session, team, and happy learning. Take care. See you the next weekend. Bye bye.